Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the SMU head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Mustangs will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Might be changing the route. The run inside. It's Lacey. He's out past the 35. Found a seam on the left. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Looking for a big play. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rebels offense is back on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success, and he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. Defense has no idea how to stop him.
Makes the grab in their space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves him still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to take the top off. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense has it with really good field position. They go to the counter. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
We're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. He leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. Quarterback adapting. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cooper. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. One final play before the end of the quarter. His way ahead. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Now sliding to his left. And he slides down, and he got just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
The Mustangs looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Fires to the middle. And the timing just a hair off.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Here's the pressure. Kept it, and he's passed. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through on tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Ohio. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Quarterback may change this route. Running inside. It's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout.
Right down the middle. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Going to the run, it's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation.
Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Say it. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Zayn from the gun on third down. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Lacey. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Back to pass on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Rebels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And they did tack on the extra point. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Open on the left side is Smith. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside.
A full dive to haul that one in.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
It's complete to the left. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Again, it's Sayin. Buys a little time. Looking for the score. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
It'll be third and long. Sayin from the gun on third down. Stepping to the right. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Sayin to throw for it on fourth. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Say it. Tight end finds a soft spot.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long.
Here we go. Ready? 1, 15. Right. Down the level. Q. Ready, go.
Fourth down, Saying. He wants it all. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. The Rebels want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time.
Turning it on. And that'll be enough for the first down. A gain of 13 on the play. And the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Keeps it on the draw. Maybe a crease. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, say it. Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Well, this team found themselves in a...
Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Buckeye! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house.
Number 96, sets a kickoff.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Caught. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And the Rebels will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Jackson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. Picks up the first down. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations where you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand to this guy, and he gets you a first down, and he gets you another first down. The ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
There's some room. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The run to the right. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Lacey. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. Sending out the offense to start this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing it.
There he goes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
St. Clair fires to the right. He makes a catch. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Scoop and scored. Touchdown Rebels.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. For field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Running inside, it's Jackson. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position that...
Snags it, and there's running room. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Throwing St. Clair. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Smith with the grab over the middle. And they reacted well to the complete completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fires into the end zone. Grabs it.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guys, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that. I know that.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right on target this time. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll go to the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and believe?
Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high-risk decision. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now a chance, if they can put something together, to maybe have a game-winning drive. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Plows through the defense. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Motion from the wideout. St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got him. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And it's the hardest thing in college football to stop, is the unscripted. Like, you can't tell where he's going to be, when he's going to be there. He's in the pocket. He's moving around. Palmer, he just has a knack of making plays.
Yeah, and part of what's so hard to stop it, David, too, is that offenses practice those situations throughout the week. It's the scramble drill, right? Quarterback breaks contain. Receivers have to break their routes off. The guys that are shallow, they go deep. The guys that are deep, they work back to the quarterback. And while it looks chaotic, there actually is some method to the madness. In the offense, they're able to convert.
Hands it off on the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Running the red zone, it's Jackson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Tight end now in motion. St. Clair to throw for it on 4th. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Caught. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
They'll move the tight end. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute...
Touchdown! Buckeye! In the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And it's just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wants to change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that two-point conversion attempt goes awry. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer.
Got it down the field. It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wants to throw it again. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
Makes a grab. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. He might want another play. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Makes the grab. And that is how we will wrap this one up. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go
Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Balmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, he understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Run inside. It's Fletcher. Looking for room at the 25. Breaks free. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Throwing, Mensah. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback making checks. Running inside. It's Lacey. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. What does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make the play in space. The defense says absolutely not. Breaks on the football.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Mensah. And wings it incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for space, it's Fletcher. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, in that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down.
Makes the grab. Made the catch, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And he stopped right at the line, and they'll turn it over on downs. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Fletcher. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Hand off for Brown. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Oh, they're after him. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Here's Mensah to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
A long way to go on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Rush is on him. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Jacobs. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those.
Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Mensah. Firing to the right, complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
And the Canes will go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Running inside. It's Lacey. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Keeping it on the ground, and ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Mensah. At the 45, on his way. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Canes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilbert. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. 1st down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Here's Mensah to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Complete to the right. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from pay dirt.
And they spread them out. And the defense, you got to kind of pick your poison, right? It's hard to go man across the board. It's to pressure the QB, so they play it safe. They go zone. And it's nice to have a running.
Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the right side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Motion from the back. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Avoids pressure. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you fail. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Lacey. Turning it on. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Run in the red zone, it's Lacey. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And you got to know down here in the red zone that I'm going to get hit, right? There's so little space, and I got to be physical, catch the ball, bring it to my body, and make sure that I hold on to it. And he just couldn't hold on to it because of the contact on that play.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time he's got it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Off play action. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Rebels. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got his man down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter play. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. It's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run the counter. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The short hands, it's Odom. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside, it's Lacey. Makes it past the marker. Got a little grass. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And that one will give them the lead.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it to the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. The play action fake. Buying some time as he moves left.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop. Man, you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Got a man, it's Lofton. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Lets it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Off and running. Touchdown, Miami. They move on top here in the 4th. The Hurricanes back on top.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Can't hit his man in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the 4th. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the fourth. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Right back to the well. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Alexander. There he goes. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run it. It's Lacey. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Kill. 9:49. Win. Kill.
Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to...
Touchdown, Rebels! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Rebels surge back on top.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. And those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll do it himself on the draw. He will be stopped short. They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the 4th.
Ole Miss 21, Miami 20. Number 17 set to kick this one off.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Mensah. Got his man on the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. All right, short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. Powers through the defender. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Working that left side. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Got out of trouble and throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Mensah. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
This is a huge play call now for the offensive coordinator. 2-minute situation, down in the game, 4th quarter, 4th down. What can you dial up here to keep this drive alive and keep your chances alive of winning this game?
Works the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Floats it out in space. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. The Hurricanes back on top.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Here's Mensah to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Got his man to the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Well, they get a big play right there, and they've got a quarterback now who has been in a lot of 2-minute situations. They drill this all the time in practice. He's the leader. He's the guy that can win this game. It's going to come down to him understanding when to clock the ball, how to throw the ball and get it out of bounds to put themselves in a position to win.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Canes are in the hurry-up, trying to impose their will with the run. There's a little room there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes a grab in the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Not sure what good can come out of passing here. Throwing right. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
He wants to throw it. Got it. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The run inside. It's Lacy. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did not.
A neutral site matchup here today with fans from both sides filling the stadium. It's the Ole Miss Rebels against the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt here in the booth, and joined on the field by Holly Rowe. Hello, Holly.
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Using his legs, it's Lacy. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the back.
And is intercepted. And he's brought down by the defense with a takeaway on the first drive of the game.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
Excellent field position here for the offense. To throw, it's Manning. It's an out route, the catch made. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Yeah, I love the timing here of this out route. Chris, this ball has got to be thrown before the wide receiver breaks. The quarterback understands that. That's what he sees. It's also imperative that he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called deep responsibility. If he does, it's considered free access, and all you need to do is throw that ball on time, which he does for the completion.
Longhorns line up with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Tackle made short of the goal line, but they'll spot it at the 2.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on 1st down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on 1st.
Russell's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
We can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball, you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts, the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. On the move, trying to scramble for the 1st down. Comes up short.
You've got to be connected as a defense, and here the secondary does everything they can on this snap. Nowhere to throw the football, they do their job. But up front, this front 7 gets outside of their rush lanes, and because of that, there's a gap for the...
He's got a crease. That gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a 1st down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
That's caught. It's Cook. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love these drag routes from the slot receiver, and it takes a wide receiver that has a feel for space and coverage. He's got to understand whether it's man or zone. If it's man, put your chin in your shoulder and keep running through the green grass. If it's zone, settle down in the soft spot and give the numbers to the quarterback.
One down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2. Down. He's throwing for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare. And the Rebels will try to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Cook. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. 4-yard gain makes it 2nd down and 6 now. The back's got it. Oh, he's got open space. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. 1st down from the 23.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact. Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Caught by the receiver. And they make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to an end. So Texas has the lead as we break for the quarter. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Offense is out there going for it on 4th down. They converted earlier on this drive. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. Defense gets this stop on 4th down.
Well, it's a frustrating situation. 4th down, you feel like you can connect there, and the timing just wasn't there, and it just falls incomplete. Credit the defense. They made life difficult on this offense, and the quarterback was just never in rhythm on that snap.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, the key to 3rd down success is being good on 1st down, and here the defense does a great job on 1st down of bowing up and stopping the run, and that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
The junior decides to pick up the 1st down himself.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his leg.
Got an opening here. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Longhorns. There was no catching him that time.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Brought down after the return, but a huge takeaway at this moment.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
They decided to go pass heavy here in the red zone, and that's 2 incompletions, and now you've got 3rd and long. Now you're going to put a lot of pressure on that offensive line to hold up in pass protection against this pass rush. That's what I'm worried about.
And they'll make the tackle, but he'll bring up 4th down. They are in field goal range. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 more to work with here in the 1st half. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that's just a great job by the defense, Chris. That's a sudden change series. Off of a turnover, that defense has to go out there, and they're already in field goal range, and they hold them to a field goal. That is a huge win for that defense.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. On the run, it's Lacey. Breaking into the clear. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on 1st down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on 1st down and get 1st down, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. The Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a quick grab.
It's a nice delivery by the quarterback. An easy completion. Set yourself up for 2nd and short.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Cook. And the Rebels pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
And there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass. Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
And this one is caught. They'll bring him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 9-yard line. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's got it near the end zone, and he scores. Touchdown, Rebels.
That was an incredibly important drive. This game was getting out of hand here in the 2nd quarter, and now headed into the locker room, it's still just a 2-possession game. So a lot of belief as they head in that they can come back, put together this comeback in the 2nd half, and ultimately win.
And they tack on the extra point. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position now.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early 1st downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you.
Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offensive machine. But they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You got to understand the drop because the defense was all over him.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's another deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. He needs to allow the offense to work for him and take what the defense gives him.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
I understand as an offense that you want to try to get the ball down the field, force it down the field, force the issue.
Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Pop over the middle. It's Haas. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Chris, we always talk about the middle portion of these games and how important it is, and I know every coach wants to have the first possession of the second half, and so they're trying to steal that right here, but man, down in this game, given great field position with this failed onside.
Oh, look out, he's got open space. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Longhorns. They are pouring it on now.
Just been a dominant day from this group, and now a big lead here in the second half. It's so difficult to stop this offense. Their defense has played well, and that's led to this huge lead.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. Fire to the right side, complete. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. And the Rebels looking to run some tempo here.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. Offense on the field to take over. To the air, it's Manning. He's got it in the open. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Texas. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Alexander. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Going with the old counter run here. They stop him right at the 24.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
First down here for this offense. They'll run it to the right side. He's got space. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Well, you got to love a first down play like that. It opens up the entire playbook. Now you can take a shot. You can be aggressive. Second and inches, anything is at your disposal.
And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. They lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series. This is what makes this defense so tough. Great zone coverage behind the play, forcing the quarterback to check things down, but then the key, tackle in space.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Looking to scramble now. Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2.
This is exactly what this defense wanted to do right here, Chris. They told us in our meetings that when this quarterback left the pocket, they wanted to make sure that they were contacting him with physicality and toughness, and that's exactly what happens here.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Takes the catch downfield. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
That's exactly what you want to do on offense here. You've got the lead, and then you've got a short field. Put the pedal down. Get in the end zone, and now they're able to do that. This offense is in a great rhythm. That needs to continue the rest of the day.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Chris, I think he's a bit rattled here. Sometimes you see the mechanics falter, and in particular footwork, and you can tell that the game is moving too fast for the quarterback, and that's what I'm seeing right now. He's not stepping through his drop. He throws this off his back foot, and it's totally inaccurate.
Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they got him for a sack. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it's tough for a quarterback on 3rd and long, but they just don't get the protection right here. There's nobody open.
Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on 4th down at their own end of the field. Trying for a 4th down completion. Going for a big play downfield. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. He's bringing it back. All the way back for a score. Touchdown, Texas.
An outstanding job defensively, reading that pass, stepping in front for the interception, but then immediately turning it into offense on the other side. Look at these guys getting blocks, finding the open lane, and taking it back for 6.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
No. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking. and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Rebels come to the line in a hurry up. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Alexander. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. So Texas has the lead as we break for the quarter. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. And as we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, in this situation down big, this 4 vertical route concept, just have it on repeat. You basically call it every single play.
And he's back to throw again on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
To defend the screen well, the defense, you've got to recognize what's going on right away. I thought that their recognition was just a touch slow, but credit them in the pursuit and getting back on track and making this tackle before the running back can get a first down.
Looks to the left, pass caught. Now play more than enough for a first down. Sets them up at the 24. And the Rebels come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's play action.
I like the decisive decision from the quarterback there. He saw zone defense, got to his completion right away, and moved the chains.
But it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. Looking to chuck it again. Finds his target, and it's complete. And they bring him down, looks like inches short of the marker. They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Alexander. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Well, they make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 6. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone. That's another big play for this defense, and for the offense, the struggles continue today.
Chris, that's exactly what you want to see from your defense. Slam the door shut, multiple possession lead here in the fourth quarter, and they go out there and they've got to understand, as a coverage unit, that ball is going to start being in harm's way. The quarterback has got to take risks to try to come back in this game, and they're able to step in front for the interception and basically the win.
They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. When you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joe, you love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more.
He's in the clear. And the freshman makes an excellent catch and run there.
Chris, they knew that the crossing routes were going to be a big part of this offensive game plan, and this defense has got to change something up. I think it's the pass rush. You've got to disrupt the timing of the quarterback and get your hands up and try to deflect the football.
Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. Finally forced out after a huge play, and that'll get us to the 2-minute timeout. Here we go. That huge, explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. Chewing clock with the running game. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game.
This group has been so impressive all day long. Built this big lead, and now they're just running out the string. I got to tell you, the mark of a great team is a team that can run the football when the opposition knows that they want to run the football. That's exactly what they're doing here. Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
And no room to run again. Strong run defense here. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. Big fourth down play coming up as they decide what to call. No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on fourth down. Dropping back. It's Manning. Finds his man. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot?
Well, at least there's some positivity here. This is good for film. You get back in there Sunday night, Monday morning. At least there's something to hang your hat on for this offense. Maybe build towards next week. But I tell you, today, this has been massively disappointing.
He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
Chris, I don't know how the big tight end gets that open in the middle of the field. Somebody has got to target the tight end in coverage. That's an easy throw and catch, and as a quarterback,
it's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
I don't mind the decision to run there. There really wasn't anything open down the field, but you've got to protect the football once you become a runner. As a quarterback, the number one thing is the ball. You've got to take care of it throwing it down the field. You've got to take care of it when you're a runner. You've got to get down or get out of bounds. That is a bad turnover from this quarterback.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Third down play for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. Back to pass. It's Manning. Quick throw, testing the middle. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop. Turnover on downs after that defensive stop. Handoff here from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
What a wildly disappointing day for him. He came in with so many expectations, Chris, and they just haven't had the timing. Another incompletion here. They're down big. Man, this has got to be so frustrating.
Here comes the rush. Looking for a late, deep throw. Here's another interception. They're losing track. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. And that will do it for our coverage here. Thanks for joining us. For Joel, Cat, and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris. Welcome to the Big House in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It's the Ole Miss Rebels against the Michigan Wolverines. As always, great to have Holly Rowe reporting from the sidelines. Holly, what do you have?
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. The Wolverines will kick this deep to get us going. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He's stopped for no gain. The defense swarming on the first play of the game.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. The short hands, it's Cook. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. On this open possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's Lacey. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, Chris, in modern football, having a back that can catch the ball out of the backfield is not just a luxury, it's a necessity, and here's the reason why. You can't defend everything as a defense if the back can be a threat, and here on 3rd down, he's able to move the chains with a nice completion.
Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Haas. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker? Not quite enough for the 1st down. Maybe 4th down and just inches.
Boy, that's a great stop by the defense on 3rd down, but this is just inches to go. I think you go for this. Maybe a...
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it on 4th down on their own side. Incomplete, a huge 4th down stand by this defense. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
Well, this is the risk you run. You're going to be this aggressive on the opening series of the game, and they don't get it. And now the momentum is clearly on the other side. What a great job by that defense. And now if I'm the offense going on the field, I'm going to be aggressive right away. In this sudden change environment, why not take a shot? The first couple of plays, I think they put the ball in the air.
On the move now. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this is a really good job by this defense. They're going to flush the quarterback out to the right side. Watch as then they pursue. He's got nowhere to go with the ball down the field, and it allows that pursuit to get home. They contact him as he's trying to release the ball. It leads to the incompletion.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the pressure's on. Touchdown, Michigan. An explosive play to the end zone. A huge connection for a touchdown. Shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next-level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught near the sticks. It's Alexander. And he'll pick up the 1st down, stopped at the 27. And the Rebels will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Play action here on 1st down. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Using his legs here. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Chris, this is such a frustrating play for a defense. They do everything right. Coverage unit covers everybody up. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet this quarterback is able to get loose, use his athleticism, and stay ahead of the chains.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now brings up 4th down.
Chris, they're kind of forced into that situation. Really, it was a product of the sack on the last play, and now you've got to force the ball down the field. Never want to be in that situation as a quarterback where you feel like you have to press it down the field. This one falls incomplete, and this team's likely going to have to punt.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Marsh. So the completion yields 7 yards. Solid gain to set up 2nd and 3. And the quarterback is going to make a play through the air. And he's sacked. Huge play by the defense to set up a 3rd and long. It's Michigan in front at the end of the quarter. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field and ready now for the second period. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, I like the idea here offensively of getting the ball to the running back in space and allowing him the opportunity to make somebody miss. He just couldn't do that. Give a lot of credit to this defense. They're playing with...
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Wolverines. This home crowd is in a frenzy.
So good. You give them just a little bit of momentum, they're going to take it. They're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. They tackle him about the 14.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
The back's got it again. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. The receiver makes the catch. And he goes down, but the important thing, it's enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really established it yet today until here on 3rd down. That's a good job. Maybe it gets them going here a little bit for the future.
They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. Gets the first and still running. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
This defensive staff is going to have to really evaluate this film at half and try to make changes, because these are way too big of holes in the run game. They're going to have to commit some resources down. I think they need to close the middle of the field with a safety and bring the other safety down into the run box.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. Look out, he's got space ahead. He goes out of bounds, but the gain moves the ball right near the 15.
Chris, our conversation with this defensive group was all about being physical, and they told us that when the quarterback runs, they have to contact him. Well, they're allowing him to just run out of bounds right here. This is clearly not part of the...
Headed for the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Rebels. And now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. With the catch, it's Marshall. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside. It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. That's reeled in. It's Buchanan. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down at the 48.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well, get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack, and don't force the ball down the field.
And he drops it. Can you believe it?
I know throwing the football over the middle of the field is difficult, but this one is on time. It's on target. This wide receiver has got to catch that football. I know that the defense is closing in, but it's really not about the yards after the catch. Secure it, and then protect yourself for the oncoming hit.
Here comes the pressure. Finds his man. It's Buchanan. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, give credit to this quarterback and this offense. They continue to be patient and just continue to make first downs, and now getting the ball across the 50, clearly now in scoring range. And as a quarterback, you've got to think to yourself, no sacks. You can't take a negative play and knock yourself out of field goal range.
And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Marshall. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a first down and goal.
Give this offense a lot of credit. They needed to put together a drive after their defense just gave up the touchdown, and they've been able to do so. Nice first down there.
And the Wolverines hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Extra point try coming now. PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. The offense backed up in the final seconds before halftime. Let's see if they can make something crazy happen here. They'll run it from the gun. Has the first down and more. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't.